Welcome back to another Pooping on Pedro session. How are ya? This is Pedro DoorDouche San Diego. This is a weekly pooping session. He's already given the award for I gave him an upper decker on his tax advice. That was like as bad as that so far that I reviewed. So you may notice a ribbon up there at the top, and I figured I made an upper decker award, and that for me was the highest award, where it's not even worthy of the shit in the bowl. You got to go up top and drop one in the upper deck. So that was reserved for the worst of the worst. Whenever I find a really just bad video from this guy, and trust me, virtually everything he puts out is just bad. But there's certain levels that this guy has, and you have to kind of get it. You gotta have to categorize it. I had to come up with a system to categorize his shit level. So I come up with, my team of researchers. We were talking about this, and we figured out, we're gonna kind of make it like the fucking Grammys or the Emmys, and we're gonna have to come up with a pile of awards. So every video, he's gonna get an award, because he deserves one, okay? And, he's earned it, and he needs some recognition for his bad videos. And, this is if you want to call it Razzies or whatever. So I had to come up with my team had to come up with a award system. And so what we're going to do is, like every video, we're going to discuss different types of shit. And then we're going to apply that shit, and we're going to give him the award, and we're going to explain why what our reasoning is behind it. So with this video, you see that ribbon up there? It is the Sideways Shit Award. He gets it. He won this one today. And, and there's rationale behind it, and here's the reason behind it. So the reason he gets a Sideways Shit Award, and you all should know, I'm going to, let you know what a Sideways Shit Award is. So that's when, I'm sure you all had one of these before. That's when you're on the toilet, and then it may be where you had something to eat or whatever. It doesn't come out right. You're really backed up, right? And then you're trying to get this thing out, right? And it's like childbirth, and you're sitting there, and this fucking thing is so painful to just fucking wiggle out of your shit funnel that it feels like childbirth. It feels like it's coming out sideways, and that's the first thing. That's the first thing I thought of the award when I was listening to this particular video from this ass bunch clown, Pedro. So it's, I had to create the award for him. So he won the Sideways Shit Award for this video. So congrats, Pedro. Round of applause. Let me know. Maybe I'll email you and give it to you. And maybe, I can present it to you sometime. Let me know. So, that's the Sideways Shit Award. But, this one cracks me up. Look at his fucking headline. Okay, here's his, remember I did that video on his minions and their what's your why? What's your why? I pooped on those 5 clowns. Remember the Cowardly Lion and shit? There was in there the guy with that had the neck tattoo. So, all right. So this is what cracks me up here. I'm like thinking, oh my god, this fool puts in 100K to 100K. So like right off the bat, he's bragging to his minions about what he's making. Okay, no successful person would do that. You ever read The Millionaire Next Door? It's a famous book. It's an old book. These people who make a lot of money, or claim to make a lot of money, you would never know it because they don't drive Lexuses, they don't have big flashy things, and they don't fucking make channels that brag about it and put it in fucking headlines in this, because you're not impressing anybody there, DoorDouche. If that's actually what you're making, I don't think you're coming near that. I think you're fudging that a bit. But I never watched this video. And I have a lot of preconceived judgments on this guy already. I called him out on the line. I just want to see what he has to say. Now, I did not watch this video, so I'm just going to riff on him as he goes. I'm curious what this fool says. I guarantee it's this long, drawn-out verbal diarrhea of blah, 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 I'm Pedro, I do this, and here's my life. And, like, he never shuts up about anything. I want to see how much he actually reveals and gives me so I can fucking poop on him. And, like, these people want to put channels out. They want to reveal their whole fucking life story, and they want every aspect of their life. Don't think anybody like... people out there like me, lunatics like me, will fucking poop right on you if I watch it. Because that's the whole thing. Like, don't put yourself out there if you don't want to get pooped on. So here we go. Let's just see what this guy has to say. And let's have some fun with it. So you probably should be watching this late night, after work or whatever. It's just entertainment. Put it on the Roku on the big screen. Grab your wife, grab your kids. Have a party, have some pizzas, whatever. And just you got to get lubed up to fucking really get through his channel and his videos. You got to really get fucking snookered, man. Like, because that's how it started with me. Like, it's just pure comedy. It's funnier when you're drunk, and I'm not even drunk right now. But here we go. Let's see what this fool has to say. Dashboard, Jesus, take it away.
50 years. Something wrong with that, but it's not for everybody.
I gotta put it in the beginning. Here we go. Sorry.
What up, guys? Pedro DoorDash Santiago back at you.
This guy.
Let's just get right into it.
Yeah, let's get right into it.
Why I do gig work and why I left my career to do this.
Now, I already have an idea who this guy is, as far as like his life, because I guessed he was in his 40s prior videos, and I called him out because I personally think this guy's made a lot of wrong decisions, and he's fucked up, and he just looks like a fucking degenerate. And let's just see what he says. I want to see what his why is here. See how spot on I am.
So I realized the other day I had some subscribers send me their why, and I talk about our why. I've been doing it for months, right? Challenging you guys to bet on yourself and all of that stuff, right? And a lot of you guys sent me some really good stuff.
No,
but I realized
it was
at the beginning of my journey of doing YouTube and kind of chronicalizing what I'm doing and helping self-motivate myself by holding myself accountable, but then also trying to
see if the mic is working this time.
Some tips along the way, doing the gig work specifically, DoorDash, Uber.
It's working.
I realized in the beginning
I
talked about it a lot, but lately I haven't as much. I know the sub count's grown.
This guy could turn off his car when he's talking. I can hear the motor fucking sputtering. Jesus. Oh, it's probably hot there, so he's got the air conditioning running. Whatever. Turn it off, Pedro. I can't hear you, man. He's got this...
More people maybe are interested.
Does he have the mic on the engine? Does he have a separate mic hooked up on the engine? I can hear the fucking road. I can hear the noise.
And the other day, I was in a live. Roy Will Be Roy had a live, and Joe Gig was in there. These are both content creators. Some of you might know who they are.
Joe Gig. Never heard of him. Like
Joe
who?
Gig asked me a very specific question.
Joe Gig.
So his question to me was, Pedro, do you ever get tired of just talking about DoorDash? You know, videos,
Joe, that's a great question, because I've been sick of this guy from the first week he started fucking putting out 45 minutes of him picking up shit, walking to the door, and like sticking his fucking phone in front of the camera and shaking the hell out of it. And like that's his channel. That's his channel for fucking like since January. Oh my god! I guess recently he discovered how to edit footage or something, but oh my god, he was horrible in the beginning.
And that kind of that question was like, yeah, I don't get tired talking about it, not yet, but there is more to Pedro, and a lot of people don't know. I share with you guys.
No,
I have a 2-month-old now. You guys know some things about me, right? But maybe you don't know everything.
Oh, you're gonna know everything in a minute. I'm guessing. There we go.
So while I won't share every single thing, that's boring. Some of you might like it, but I'm not going to do that.
Nah, it's fucking boring, dude.
I do want to share with you why I'm doing this, what led me here, because I think like a lot of us, pandemic.
So this is the head hero of the stupid sharing is why. Okay, this is the fucking CEO of Pidro DoorDouche San Diego, the fucking King Whale's vagina, his channel. Okay, so let's see. Come on, Pedro, give me your why. Give me your why.
I led you here. It could have been you lost your job, you quit your job.
Yeah, that's true. That's
just, new bills or new goals, and you wanted to side hustle, and you heard about DoorDash.
Yep.
Could be a lot of reasons. It could be that this is the only option you feel like you have.
So that's true. Like majority, I think people that start this gig economy, the pandemic caused it. you know, whether you fucking got laid off, you got furloughed, or your business imploded, like mine did in California, and then we had to relocate. That's the only fucking thing I'm going to say about it. Because it's just a bunch of fucking crybaby shit. Okay? So, you know, that's what led me to do it briefly. I don't do it anymore. It's just a side hustle now. I'm on other things. But, yeah, that's a good point, and I'm not going to poop on him for that, because that's a realistic thing, really, how this fucking whole gig economy work just went through the roof. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, because the funny thing is that you can like make a good buck doing it if you do it full time. I mean, and people shit on it. It's shitty work. There's no long term with it. It's a great side hustle, and I urge anybody to fucking do it as a side hustle. And just don't watch this fool, because he's just pissing out of his asshole fucking half the time with the shit he says. So, okay, I agree with what he's saying so far. That's a good point. Let's go.
Been trying to get in a W-2 job, and you just can't do it for whatever reason.
Right.
So the gig work is what it is. Maybe you don't like to have a boss. You know, some of you guys have told me that.
It's a factor, yeah.
For me, I'm late to the game. I'm 39.
Oh!
40.
No way! I knew it. He's 40 in 2 months. I fucking knew it. I never knew his age. I always just guessed. I'm like, this guy's like kind of like a burnout. He's in his 40s. He probably made a shit ton of mistakes in his life. I mean, look at him. He looks like he's one of those guys who like smoked too much weed and just like follows the Grateful Dead around on tour. Look at him. Look at the peace sign right there. Right there. That's a fucking concert poster right there for the fucking Grateful Dead. I like this new band, Greta Van Fleet. They remind me. It's fucking going on in a topic, and my ADD's kicking in. So this band, Greta Van Fleet. If you guys like Led Zeppelin, fucking check them out. Kids are all brothers. They're fucking not even 20 years old or something like that, and they're fucking awesome. It's good stuff. Anyway, so let's get back to this turkey.
Okay, so I just started kind of betting on myself and trying to figure out what really makes me happy versus having a nice career and having maybe a nice salary and things like that. Christ. Those are fine things.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. They actually are fine things, because that's kind of how the world works. Okay. Money makes everything move forward, and you know. Okay, I'm just let this guy talk. I can't
go to school, strive to try to do that if that's important to you.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, I had some of that, and I wasn't really happy, and I came to the point where
you're not happy making money. Okay, got it. See, now here I'm gonna just make a fucking judgment off this guy where he's going with this. Honestly, I'm gonna make a fucking judgment where he's going with this. And I'm guessing that, you know, I called him out, like I knew he was a fuck up. He probably was some fucking degenerate piece of shit that made like a lot of bad choices. And then here's what happens. When you get to be his age, you kind of like feel guilty. The guilt sets in, and he kind of like, oh, you know what? I think I should change, because maybe I fucked over this person, that, or the other thing, and made these choices, ran up a bunch of debt, and just like maybe I gotta, whatever the case. And then you fucking, you know, grow your hair long and have this hippie looking shit, and then you get your Buddha, and then you get a bunch of Tony Robbins books, and you go to self-help seminars, and you know, you want to change your life because you fucking feel guilty because you were a fucking numbnut your whole life making bad choices, and then you start talking like this liberal hippie on a up on the mountain. You know, he looks like Jesus, and he's lecturing everybody from his high horse, and you know, he probably came to this because he was looking for fucking something to motivate him to get him out of the gutter. That's what I've always thought about this guy, and I got the age right. Now I want to see where he goes with it. I want to see where he fucking goes with it.
I valued my time more than anything, and the kind of work I did, restaurant management, it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy.
That's horrible. Yeah, restaurant management gigs, anything involved in the service industry fucking sucks balls. You don't have any time for anything. A lot of my friends growing up, that's what they did. Yeah, you just work ridiculous, stupid hours, and try when you're single dating a fucking chick that's like a waitress or in the restaurant game. You'll fucking never see her. I tried that when I was single back in the day. I would be like, I you know, some of these girls, you know, they work at a restaurant or they're a bartender. It's like, fuck that. If I was like, if they tell me I don't care how hot the chick is, I was like, if they're like, say they're a waitress or something, nope, fuck it, I'm not dealing with it. They keep shitty hours. So this guy, yeah, restaurant management, I can't see this guy managing anything but tying his shoes in the morning. It's just a shocker.
Can suck the life out of you sometimes. It's great, but it also can be very bad for your physical health and your mental health at times, especially in the position I was in, managing a lot of people, a lot of responsibility.
That's shocking. That's shocking.
So,
my God, this guy was managing people? All right, well, here's the thing. It's in St. Louis, first of all, and you know, I don't know if they're pushing the bar in St. Louis, but look, fucking Pedro DoorDouche, this is who they hire as a manager? Wow.
Let's go back a little bit.
Oh, yeah, let's go back.
My daughter, Gabby, Gabriella,
it's a dog.
20 years old today.
20?
Firstborn. So I have Gabby and I have Ruby June.
Wow. So here we go with the bad show. I know where this is fucking headed with this guy already. Right there. I already can fucking judge the guy's last 20 years. He doesn't have to say shit. I already know where this is going.
He's 20 today. I can't believe
that poor fucking girl.
I didn't spend as much time with her as I needed to.
No shit.
To, what she deserved when she was growing up. Wow. Because of my work, and I just didn't have good time management. And I didn't prioritize things right in my life.
You think like I couldn't have guessed that about you, dude? Oh yeah. So he's a deadbeat dad. So he was a shitty father, and he's trying to make up for lost time. Classic right there.
So as I've gotten older, I realized that my personality, because I dive into things and I give it 110% in whatever I'm doing. I realized
his personality is like a cheese grater. It's like, yeah.
I need to maybe work for myself and figure out how I can manage my own schedule and not have to worry about somebody else paying me a particular salary for my time.
He's got a dream.
Maybe I'm worth more than that. And it's not just about the money. I had a good job, guys.
Oh, here we go.
Okay? I was a director of F&B at a casino.
What?
That's a good paying job, good bonus structure.
Nice.
A lot of stability. I loved it. I really did.
But you apparently gave it up, you dumb fuck.
But what's the cost? So, you know.
So, okay, so he worked at a casino in St. Louis. All right, fine. And my how I can, I guess, okay, let me see what this is say.
I had moments in my life this past year and a half where I said, I want to start doing something for me. I want to be my own boss. I want to build something of my own, something I can be proud of, something I can maybe leave my mark.
So that's the problem. He's not qualified to do that, and he's basically like feeling around in the dark. Hey, I want to try something new, even though I have a whole bunch of probably responsibilities. I got this new kid. I fucked up my marriage. I got a fucking probably 20-year-old daughter that can't stand me, and I'm maybe paying the fucking alimony, fucking child support. I guarantee you this guy's racked up a tremendous amount of debt in his life, and you know, that nice secure job just didn't work for him. You know, he needs to go drive fucking DoorDash full time. Yeah, that makes fucking sense. Yeah, he's not being selfish, right? When you're single, you can do that. You don't have any fucking responsibilities. But yeah, this guy already can't make that decision. He's such a puss bag. Such a puss bag. He's putting himself first, then everybody in every other situation he's fucked up in his life. Okay, this makes sense so far. Here's the hero of the stupid people.
I want to have some passive income, and it's harder to do that. You can do it. It's harder to do it when you're working somewhere a lot of hours.
No, it's not. He's full of shit. Don't listen to him. You can have a high-paying job, and I'll give you an example. Brokerage accounts that pay dividend-paying stocks, you can set that up, and then it's just basically automated. You can even, if you're too much of an idiot to follow that stuff, you hire a financial advisor, and you know, they can set you up. That's passive income. You can write a fucking book. You can record an album. That's passive income, and you can, you know, real estate, physical real estate investing or REITs. That's strictly passive because it's all managed. So he's full of shit. He's full of shit.
You need to be able to have your hands freed a little bit and have a little more freedom and flexibility. So I started doing gig work January of 2020 as a part-time thing to help pay for, at that time, my stepdaughter's trip she wanted to take.
What?
I said I could do Uber on the side. I used to be Uber passenger.
She can't pay it for
I could
herself?
do it on the side for a few
How old
months.
is this
Let's
kid?
Get that at the time the trip was, I think,
Jesus.
$4,500. Let's get that money together. Won't have to affect any other money. We don't have to stress about it. I can work a couple days here and there. That took care of itself, right?
Yeah.
Then went back to work, or continuing to work. Pandemic hit, furloughed, and said, "Ooh, what am I gonna do for money?" All right,
Join the club.
I got the DoorDash app. I got the Uber app. I can do that. Started doing that.
So he was furloughed. So yeah, that I was living when I was living in that briefly in that communist state of California. So this dude worked at a casino. So I lived near Pechanga Casino, and I actually lived next door to the casino manager. Oh my God, this guy. So he got furloughed, and I right when that fucking pandemic hit, I know all about what happened. Like everybody got laid off, furloughed. And this guy, though, he had such a cushy job. You should have seen his house. He just put in a pool during the fucking pandemic, which was hilarious. Like the people that work in those situations at the casinos make bank. And then, depending on how bad they want you back, you come back off the furlough. But apparently this guy was was an important retard that they felt they need to bring him back. So let's just see. He didn't even get laid off. He just furloughed, and then they brought him back.
Went out part-time. Went back to work in June of last year.
Okay.
When things started opening back up, casino opened back up. I was one of two people in a leadership position within that department that got brought back.
That casino, man, you probably want to avoid if they're fucking selecting this dope to bring back. He's the choice? The guy that delivers Burger King and has a YouTube channel. Ay. Come on, St. Louis. You got a good hockey team. And, I think the Cardinals are pretty good. But, you just lost the fucking football team to L.A. because you fucking idiots couldn't get a new stadium. And it's St. Louis. The fucking Rams never belonged in St. Louis anyway. Anyway, here we go.
Back and had a lot to do in a very short amount of time to get the casino back up and running. It was really a lot of fun. We had to do a lot. I leapfrogged a lot of people to get this new position. It was great.
He leapfrogged. So, there's something going on there.
I'd be lying if I didn't feel like I was kind of taken advantage of a little bit.
Oh, gee, I wonder why. Look at the guy. His fucking intellect level makes him fucking open season to be taken advantage of. Look at those lips. Look at that shit. Look at this fucking whatever. Here we go.
And I didn't like that.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
So as I got into that higher position, I was reporting directly to the general manager of the entire casino. There was no buffer between me and him. He taught me a lot. We did a lot. He helped me. I feel like I helped him. But at the end of the day, it wasn't going to be my long-term thing I wanted to do. So I made a decision. Okay, I want to have this business. I want to have passive income. I want to start doing things for myself.
So that goes right back to what I said. So he made a selfish choice to go and just completely be a deer caught in the headlights and out of his element and do something that he has no experience with and clearly he doesn't have the skills for. And that's, being an entrepreneur and having passive income. And my guess he's trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do, but his channel's a passive income. So he did do that. But it proves you don't have to be smart or intelligent to get clicks. I mean, I could literally sit here and make fart videos. And if it's marketed right, I could get it out to the public and, I can have the same viewership and make the same passive income that he's doing. It just doesn't matter your content. Okay, but, that's why I say he's the hero of the stupid. Like, anybody could do this, what he's doing.
Okay.
And he's going to give up the fucking nice, safe, secure, cushy job. He probably had a ton of benefits. He probably had some maybe 401k. He had money left over. He was probably on his way to fucking making up for lost times. Maybe, he could fucking provide for his family and shit if you're in that situation. But no, this guy, he's still at 40 years old. He's still selfish. He's still fucking selfish. What about your 20-year-old daughter? You numbnut. That's probably reason enough to fucking stick it out at the casino. Because you're making bank. Not being an entrepreneur with zero skills and just fucking feeling around in the dark and then spouting off nonsense that you don't know anything about.
DoorDash. Started doing that. Then my girlfriend had the idea, man, you talk about these crazy things that happen with Uber and DoorDash, you should film it. And I knew there was other channels that I had followed. I said, okay, you know what, let me try that out and try it. Let's see how it goes. So I started doing that, and then it kind of took off rather quickly. I'm very humbled that it took off quickly. I didn't expect it to do that. And it's grown into something that I spend a lot of time and energy currently doing.
Yeah.
So that's what led me to be on YouTube, for you guys to know me, for me to be the guy that does tips and tricks and talk about bidding on yourself.
Fucking story.
For me to be the guy that's done over 300 videos in a very short amount of time.
Oh, brother.
I will say this. I try to be humble, but I feel like I'm the hardest working gig tuber out there.
Okay. He just insulted every fucking gig tuber that's been doing this longer than him like that. Hey, Tanner, Tanner Barkley, did you fucking hear what he just said? He just basically fucking ripped on you. This fucking ass clown is coming in a couple months. Okay, yeah, he's gotten his fucking viewership up. That's commendable. He's got a following, but like he literally thinks he's the hardest working DoorDasher out there. You know how many fucking people do that, and he's already just I'm just gonna make that known that I'm the fucking number one. I'm the head fucking lunatic, the fucking idiot. He says, you hear that, Joe Blow, that Gig Joe or whatever? You hear that? You hear that fucking Tanner? Yeah, everybody, is what an arrogant prick. Ay.
No, that's not saying that's good or bad, but I put in a lot of time. I do videos.
Well, you're the only one.
I do lives consistently.
Oh.
I do collabs with other people.
Oh,
comment,
collabs.
I read and reply to every comment. I'm very active within this small community. And I do that on purpose because I'm just a work ethic guy. I'm a very proud guy. And I think that's why I've grown so quick, because I've put forth the effort. I say that because I'm not saying anything that is mind-blowing out here, right?
You're not.
Being
You're
myself, and I'm very consistent, and I think that's why the channel's grown. So now that you know what brought me here, let's talk a little bit about the backstory of Pedro, because I want to share it, because I come from a...
So here we go. Let's see what he says about his backstory. This is, I mean, literally, I'm ready to hang myself 7.5 minutes into it. Look at all I have to go yet. I don't see myself getting past this whole thing, but this is where some of the I think we're gonna get like a lot of fucking shit coming out of his ass right now. Like this is here we go.
Place of
see if I was right about this.
A lot of shame in my past life, and I don't have that as much anymore.
I knew it,
and I think that's why I am so positive, and I talk about positive vibes, because I need that in my life, because that's good for me, and the energy that I give out, I want to be able to, if I can in any way, help somebody, because I know what it can feel.
Yep. So like I knew it. I fucking knew it. This guy was a degenerate in his fucking earlier life, and you know, he didn't feel guilty back then, but now he's older, and you know, he got the fucking light bulb in his head, and he's like, you know, I think I'm gonna fucking grow my hair out and have a beard and you know, get completely out of my element and be a entrepreneur, and you know, I got to put myself first, even though I have fucked up everybody in my life and have probably made a ton of bad decisions, but I'm gonna portray myself as a saint here, and then I'm like this fucking guru. But really, I'm like selfish because I'm still putting myself first. That's what he's saying.
Feel like to not feel like there's hope or whatever else. And I know this is just DoorDash, and some people are going to think that's absolutely ridiculous. I don't care. This is my story, and this is why I do what I do. So I'm a late bloomer to figuring things out, whether it's financially,
no shit.
I've made a lot of mistakes. I've shared some of them with you guys.
Yeah, I gave him my fucking Upper Decker award for his tax advice. That was some of the most repugnant, horrible shit. He should just delete that video. But yeah, he is a fucking zero about financial advice. Don't fucking listen to this fucking ass clown about anything that revolves fucking a dollar. Okay? So he's an idiot with that, and he's clearly a failure in his personal life. He had to hit the reset button numerous times probably, and now he wants to. I already called it out with this guy. Now he's gonna turn the fucking leaf, right? And you know, I said it earlier in this video. I called it out. So fucking, I knew it with this guy. I knew it. I knew what he was about. He's so full of shit, and now he's a fucking born again Buddha.
And the reason I'm passionate and I talk like this is because I made a lot of mistakes. So I'm coming from a place of experience. I'm not just saying it to say it. And no, I didn't read any particular book.
Yeah, I can guarantee this guy hasn't read much. Yeah.
There wasn't like a light bulb moment. These are just straight experiences.
Yeah.
For most of my life, I've been an extremely selfish person. Like, extremely selfish.
Yeah, I get
with
that.
family, friends, my firstborn. Very, very, very selfish. Because
That fucking poor kid.
I knew better and I didn't know better. And I thought that, you know,
which
there's always
is it?
enough time. I'll pick her up the next day, or I'll see my mom the next day. And the next day turns into weeks, and then weeks turns into months, and months turn into a year. Before you know it, 20 years go by, right? I say that because I'm somebody that has battled addiction in my life. I'm not an alcoholic.
What?
It wasn't a drug addiction. But I have addictions in my life. And the last
So, like, what does that mean? So what kind of... Okay, let me just hear play this.
almost 4 years now, I've been part of this particular men's group that's helped me tremendously.
Men's group?
I've gone through some therapy, and I'm currently a sponsor to somebody, and it's humbled me in a lot of ways. I share that with you because that's a big part of my life, and it's a big...
So he hasn't had any issues with fucking... He says he's not a... There was no drugs or alcohol involved. So what's your fucking addiction, dude? What is it? You can't just use I'm an idiot, I'm a fucking moron as a... You know, you're just drawn to fucking moronic statements and whatever, like kryptonite. Like, what's your addiction? I can... Come on. You expect us to believe you haven't been fucking toking the reefer your whole life? Look at this guy. He looks like the classic pothead. I mean, shit. I mean, he looks older than 40. So you can tell he's been fucking sucking down Grandpa's cough medicine there. Like what? What's your addiction, dude? What do you need a sponsor for? What do you become a sponsor for if you don't have a fucking you know, if you're not hitting the bottle or you don't like you haven't had trouble with fucking hard drugs? I don't like. What's your addiction? Do you have do you have a sex addiction or something? I mean, shit. I watch a little bit too much porn, but like, does that mean I gotta go fucking get in a fucking 12-step program? I don't know.
Part of why I started betting on myself as well, and trying to be positive and trying to like embrace every day and spend as much time with Ruby as I can and not try to make the same mistakes I've made before.
Ruby.
And to some people that's really like, they don't like it. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
My girlfriend's dog's name, her name was Ruby. She passed away, but that was like, I just thinking of Ruby. I'm thinking of that's like my girlfriend's dog.
You have to understand, there's been times I've had nothing. I think some of you can relate.
No shit.
Like nothing. Literally
no shit.
Nothing. Okay, I've lost cars. I've lost homes. I've been divorced.
Holy shit.
When those things happen, you literally start, regardless of what you have and what your salary is, those things take away your means to live sometimes, and you have to...
Yeah. He lost houses and cars. Like, come on. This guy, a bank actually let this guy fucking have a loan for a house. And then they foreclosed on you? Because there it is. He probably is fucking, he's an idiot with fucking money. So that's not a shocker. Man, dude. This is a scary fucking story. And this is the CEO of fucking Pedro DoorDouche San Diego, the fucking Whale's Vagina Incorporated. This is the head fucking CEO right here. And you fucking minions are listening to him. This is his why.
Start over. And I've done that a couple times in my life. And I say that for this reason. I truly have never been happier. I'm in a place where I'm surrounded by people that know me now because I'm not hiding shame anymore, and I can be honest with the people around me. I've never been healthier. I have type 1 diabetes.
Hey, shit.
I got type 1 diabetes when I was 20,
That sucks.
almost 22 years old.
That fucking sucks. I know that type 1. You know, like type 2 is what? When you're like, you know, you just eat like shit and lead an unhealthy lifestyle, and, you're kind of like a, fatso. So that's by your doing. But the type 1, yeah, that sucks. I can't riff on for that. That's a bad card, dude.
And for those of you that don't know, type 1 diabetes is only 10% of people that have diabetes have type 1. It's also called juvenile diabetes.
There it is.
Most of the time when you get it when you're a child.
Jesus, man, the fucking God really hates this guy. Holy shit. He laid a fucking soft one on his head early on, and then he fucked up his, God fucked up his brain in there to make him do all these bad decisions. So it's not his fault. I'm just trying to let him skirt blame.
Okay? Your pancreas that produces insulin doesn't produce insulin. Okay. Yours, if you don't have diabetes,
fucking health channel,
produces insulin. Type 2 diabetes is somebody that's usually maybe a little bit older, maybe doesn't have the best eating regimen, might be maybe a little bit overweight sometimes, right? And you could
No, they are overweight and they eat like shit.
Lose weight and eat better, and you're...
See if you know what, dude? I'll give you some advice, Pedro. I'm going to help you out. I don't normally do this, but just, probably the vegan diet would be probably good for you because, I'm not on a vegan diet. I still like, I still like to chow down on steak and chicken and whatnot, but the vegan diet is fucking awesome. It's some of the best food I've ever eaten, and that I heard will counter diabetes. I've read articles on that, stories that like pretty much doctors confirm that. They can't explain it, but over time, I mean, dude, try that. Get on a vegan diet. I think you may be able to fucking reverse that. I don't know. I don't know if it has anything to do with type 1 or type 2, but I know the vegan diet, there are stories out there that people have just fucking got rid of their diabetes by going on a vegan diet, which is phenomenal.
Diabetes will go away. My diabetes will never go away. There isn't a cure. Okay. Some people think there might be. It's debatable, but I have to take insulin. And
so I don't know if does he know that for sure? It's debatable. That's what I'm saying. Try the vegan diet, brother. Like full blown.
And when you work hard and you're stressed out and all those things combined, it can really drain your health. I'm able to take better care of myself by doing this kind of work. Actually, sitting in a car, you would think, all right, you're able to snack, you're able to take breaks, you're able to eat more on a regular
Fast forward through this. I can't take this. Look at this.
Challenge me.
Look at this. I'm already 11 minutes into it. I got another at least 5, and I just want to shut this guy off. But I gotta just see what if he says any. I mean, I gotta make sure I poop on this guy, really smear it on his head, because I may miss something in here.
On that, and Joe, I thank you for that. Because I am Pedro DoorDash Santiago. That's what you know me as.
I am Pidro DoorDouche San Diego, whale's vagina.
Tricks. I complain. I rant. I rave. I try to give you positive vibes. We talk about betting on ourselves. I'm pretty avid in this community, and I try to help as many people as I can. Challenge.
Oh yeah. The thing is, you remember I said about his positive vibes. He's so full of shit because this turkey is so easily wound up. And I've done it already with him, and he will go fucking negative in a drop of a hat. And then you won't see that because he erases the comments. You should see some of the shit that he put on my fucking videos already because his minions don't see that. And he's just this high horse judgmental fucktard. Like literally, that's what really wound me up about him. And that's why that's why he has a target on his back from me, because it's just fun. It's like a new hobby I developed when I'm bored here and with the channel, because I don't make these stupid fucking driving videos anymore because it's just beyond a dumb topic. There's nothing to say about it. There's nothing to say about it except the same thing every day. So like the only thing related to this, it's currently a side hustle. And, the only thing I'm going to do is just poop on this guy. And I make a separate playlist that you can fucking, go and listen to all these poop videos where I poop on this guy. Because it's fucking entertains me. And somebody out there will fucking, laugh at my dark sense of humor. I don't know. Maybe one or two of his followers. Because I know there is people out there that can't stand him. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one because they contact me and they're like, oh, you're so right about this guy. He's so fucking annoying. But yeah, he just, if anybody has the gall to fucking put that shit in the comments of his videos, he just deletes them. He only wants positive vibes.
Challenge your way of thinking. You challenge my way of thinking. And when he asked me that, I said, you know what? Yeah, like this is just work. And I've talked about this before. This is just what we do. It's not who we are, right? And money, you need money to set your family up, to be comfortable.
No shit.
To not be put strain on your family.
No
right?
shit.
But
So this guy, so here we go. So you had that and you gave it up to fucking take a huge risk by being a passive investor, an entrepreneur, and making a YouTube channel and just not having any security. You're not single, dude. You made fucking mistakes. So like a guy like that, middle age, wow, that is such a risk. Such a risk. And you have to get to that point where you're not thinking about anybody but yourself. He's not putting his fucking family or, his ex or his kids or his fucking situation. This degenerate is not putting them first. Don't fucking let him fool you. He's not. He's doing it out of pure selfishness. Right there. And if you're single, you can do that. You take some risks, but not when you got those responsibilities, brother. Toxic advice here. Risky.
What's the cost? Like, yeah, could I work at the casino and make 6 figures? Absolutely. But am I going to spend as much time with my kid? No. Do I value that at this point in my life? I do. I really absolutely do. And
so that reminds me about that Gene Simmons book, Sex, Money, Kiss, and Me Inc. Gene Simmons of Kiss, right? Phenomenal guy to listen to about life and like his views and shit and where he came from. The guy didn't speak English, and he's from war-torn Israel during World War II. He moved here and just like, got rid of his accent and, just made himself into who he is today. But like his books are just phenomenal. And I think I know where this guy's going with it, but let me just like tie that together in a minute here.
Can I make 6 figures doing this and YouTube and my other side hustles? I am.
Oh,
so for me.
So before I hit what I'm saying about Gene Simmons here, let me explain something here. So there's that Millionaire Next Door book. Like, see, that mentality. A guy that's successful like that wouldn't feel the need to brag about how much he makes and throw it in the face of his minion followers. Because why? Because 95%, and I'm being generous there, they're not even going to come close to doing anything like $100,000 like he claims he's doing. Which I think he's fucking embellishing that. But he's in a sense like, hey, look at me. I'm doing this. And then here's what his minion falls. Like, oh my God, he's making $100,000. Oh, I can do it too. Oh yeah. And they're looking at him like, with their mouth wide open, and like a deer caught in headlights. Oh yeah. And they basically, start bowing down to this fool because, he's like a dashboard Jesus. And he has a lot of subscribers. So it's not successful people, Pedro, don't feel the need to fucking brag about their life. They don't feel the need to fucking brag about what's in their bank account, how much they paid for their house, whatever the fuck. It's just like, dude, I know you're such a phony if you have to fucking spout that off, because it's nobody's business. It's nobody's fucking business.
I don't worry about like, oh, you got to have this kind of job and do this and do that. And I have no shame in doing gig work and delivering food.
See how selfish he is. See, that job he claims he had at the casino. For a fucking guy with his intellect level, yeah. I mean, that's why W-2, paycheck people, employees. That's why they're better suited for that sort of thing, because it gives them security. And I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but dude, he's just being completely selfish by doing that. See, he's just thinking about himself. And that time has passed, brother. Probably even think about that 20-year-old daughter that can't fucking stand you, or that new kid you have in the back. Oh my God, those poor kids. Literally, like, this is the reason why you need to get people fixed. Because they're not doing the world a favor by having fucking kids. Like, this guy is not. Like, he's just gonna crank out more fucking dopes like him, and then those dopes are gonna crank out more dopes, and onward goes the cycle. It's almost like child abuse.
And making YouTube videos and having some vending machines and having some investments. I think those are great things. I think the world is changing. I think the way people make money is different.
That's
a lot
true.
of people don't
That's
like
true.
that because it goes against the grain of what is normal and what is like the good old way, how it was 50 years ago, 60 years ago. The world's different. Whether you like it or not, it is. And we're able to make money. If you're smart about it, you can make money without having a traditional 9 to 5 and feel like you need to be in a cubicle for 40 hours a week.
That is true, 100% true what he's saying, but the only problem I have with that is certain people are fucking suited for certain things and certain people are not. And this guy is talking like he's above having a safe, secure job. He wants to be a fucking cowboy. He wants to take some risks, and he's got something to prove to himself, obviously. I mean, based on that fucking creep show of a history, ay. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, dude, you're not qualified for it. The thing is, this guy, he doesn't know what he's saying half the time. He's just like, he's in over his head, and he's not. It's just a huge risk.
For 40 or 50 years, something wrong with that?
No, there's not.
But it's not for everybody. A few other fun facts.
So it's just like, don't get out of your element. Like, I'm gonna say to that, like, no, like, you got to know your intellect level, and you got to know what you're capable of, and stop fucking these people out there always lying to themselves, thinking they're gonna do this, that, and the other thing, and you think you're fucking special. You're all not. You're not special. I'm not special. I got limitations, obviously. And I'm not fucking like bragging about, oh, I'm going to do this and that, and I can do anything. Because the reality is, fucking people, you cannot do anything you want. Like you're not going to fucking go join the NBA, okay? Because, like, you're not. Just shut the fuck up. You're not. Go do something that's going to make you money, where you can fucking pad your future and set up the fucking foundation.
Now that we're just talking. I love basketball. A lot of you guys know that. I've played for a number of years.
Oh, God.
Used to play
That's
a lot
cool.
in the men's league.
I like basketball, too.
Plan to get back to doing that, but with the baby and everything else, it's hard. But I'm a big basketball guy. I coach little kids, clinicals.
Maybe, what's his favorite team? Like, maybe you can have fucking Ben Simmons. That's, I'm a Philadelphia guy, through and through with all the sport. But this, like, fucking A. Like, this guy reminds me of that whiny Ben Simmons. Like, we were trying to unload this turd. Because he fucking sucks. He's like paid fucking I forget, what is it, $200 million over a long time. And the guy can't even fucking shoot a basketball. He's like literally the worst fucking whiny 24, 25-year-old. The guy's like 6'10", a point guard, and he can't even fucking shoot. It just reminds me of this turd. It's like, oh yeah, he's this expert, and he's getting all these views, but he can't fucking back it up with anything because he's not fit. He's not qualified to. So him and Ben Simmons have something in common.
And things like that. I love doing that kind of stuff. I think I would naturally probably be a pretty good teacher. I never went down that path, but that's always something some people told me I'd be good at. I was always kind of a teacher in my managerial life because you have to train people. I managed training restaurants and training new managers that would come in.
What's the time limit here? I got to see where I'm at here. This is getting boring. Okay, 45 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to just fucking wind this down. This is just not... You got the gist of this guy. And I think I pooped on him enough, and I'm not even, I just can't stomach any more of this. Like, it's literally like a prison sentence if I have to go fucking listen to this guy. I mean, I got enough fucking footage. But I will say this, though. I'm not going to give him the fucking Upper Decker award because, like, the tax one was, that's where it goes, you get the Upper Decker. I think I'm going to have to invent some other, like, mid-level award because, I don't know. As time goes on, I poop on this guy. He's gonna be tiered in his award structure for me. But I've already gave him the Upper Decker, and it's only been 3 fucking videos. So this is still a fucking poopable video, and I really fucking shit on his head. And I think that's about it. Pedro, keep cranking out the garbage because I have a good time doing this. This is like almost like a party now. Like when I play these videos on a fucking, and I'm gonna make sure I drop these videos on a fucking Sunday night or a Sunday morning, whatever. If I make one weekly, if I have the fucking time, it's just fun. But I for his minions to fucking digest, and then they can, they can fucking just like rip on me and like call me every name in the book on his fucking channel. That's actually funny. So. We'll see. So we'll see how it goes. But I had fun, and thank you for your inspirational fucking shit. Because I haven't been pooping this good in a long time, Pedro, and it's because of you. So thank you, and see you all pricks on the next video, and you all stay negative out there.